think I've got you in, Dave. Right then, fisher people, as you know, I'm Alan Nosh from Fish on TV. This is David Wood from Bag Up TV. I will say it because he's not a happy chappy today. How are you, Dave?
People call me Mr. Grumpy, apparently, don't they?
Yeah.
No, we just fished, haven't we? And oh god, I can't take any more, Alan. This winter fishing is just crushing me.
I do apologise if it's a little bit dark, but the idea of these few minutes is just to let you people know we've done something for David, talking about comment below on his channel for the Feeder Master Winter Pairs next Sunday. We are doing a giveaway, so folks, if you would like to own some of the Bag and Bait's new ground bait, boilie crush ground bait, smells delicious, I could eat it myself. Some Bag and Bait's pellets, we've got some Bait Tech.
Oh, these are brand new. I don't think these are even out yet, Alan.
Oh crikey, Bait Tech Method Mix, Bait Tech
Sticky method green
pellets. Yeah,
green, these aren't out yet.
And Special G Dark 8mm wafters.
Yeah.
Wowzers, you like that?
So we're giving them away, aren't we, Alan?
We're giving them away. It's going to be the same as last time. I'm going to pick somebody from the comments on this video that you'll be watching next, and Dave will be getting comments on his video, and then I'll pick one, he's going to pick one, and then we're fishing against each other. That's it, innit?
Yeah.
So we fished at Ayfield Lakes today. I've had 3 bites and had 1 fish. It's fished awful. Dave's had 7 fish, hasn't he?
Yeah, 7 fish for £18. And I'm off, Alan. I've had enough of this winter fishing.
Is that? See you later, Dave.
Forget your channel, I'm off. if you want to win the ground bait, comment below. We'll pick out a winner next week. I'm going. I've had enough.
He has got the monk on, folks. So don't forget, folks, comment below after this video and I shall pick somebody out, and then we'll announce next Sunday who the winner is. So thanks for watching. We shall see you at the Feeder Masters next Sunday. Don't forget, guys, keep on bagging. As long as you can get 21.
Brilliant peg. Honestly.
Let me do this first, I'll tell you when I've got on.
14 for Simon.
14, Simon. Not bad, Steve. Come in here. Last peg on the far bank. That way.
30. Chance is 30.
What, back here then?
Yes.
Just up here, just past them bricks. Jackboard.
6.
6.
Right, Brown.
5.
Granny.
scales.
I don't weigh scales.
You can drag that head. Only up to scales and that. Bob Huntington, 25.
Yeah, right.
We're only for
Something like that, to load of bullets,
I'm going to go this way. 25. Right, Maggot Man, 27. That's just up here.
Yeah.
Halfway.
Nosh, Nosh, you can't drive up side of that building, you say,
4 for John Whitehead.
That's it, top end.
4. Yeah. That way. Joe.
Joe.
Right. Try to go then. Shows.
I want peg 18. Peg Joe next to me there.
Mick Smith. 12.
12. Nice easy
Nice
one.
your Middleton. 10.
Pete.
Back, car park.
20. Where is it?
Up there. 2/3 of the way up that bank.
Up this one.
Yeah, go on. Oh no, up for John Danby. Yeah. Scales. Chicken. 29. 29. Where's that? Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's 3 left.
Wait for the camera. 28, Tony.
16.
Right, we've one peg left over, peg 16. I've got peg 23, Tony's got peg 28, so we'll see you on the bank. Good morning, fish people. I'm Alan Nosh from Fish on TV. Right, I think as you've probably guessed, we are at the fantastic Sykehouse Fisheries. This week has been probably the worst week weather-wise. We've had snow, we've had -2 and 3, frozen ponds. It's been bloody cold. Now, don't mind it so much. Once the fish get used to it, you can start catching. Typically, we've turned up here, it's 11 degrees. It's just changed like that. Now, I just know the change in weather like that, they're not excuses, it's a fact. It just knocks the fish off. But having said that, you just never know. That is the normal thing. It can, the change in weather from really hot to really cold, it just knocks them off straight away. You still catch, but not as consistent as you'd normally do. I've drawn, as you've seen, peg 23. I'm quite happy with that in one way. The other way is I've got the wind in my face with the look of it, I think, by looking at the lake. I can't draw a straight line for like weather-wise. Just seem to have all the elements straight at me. It looks like it could rain. Quite a bit of breeze. There's no chance of a brolly. But peg 23, I've never drawn it, never fished it, but it is usually quite a consistent peg. I'm going to keep it dead simple. It's going to be mainly pole. I'll have a bomb set up just in front, and I know to my left, from the other side, you chuck to the bushes to your left. I don't know exactly what it looks like because I've never fished it, but I know you chuck from the other side to there. So my 2 main lines is probably going to be just in front of me, down to the left, and chuck a bomb about and have a look around. I'm going to try and keep it as simple as that, no messing about. I ain't got long to get ready. I wasn't late this morning, but I wasn't as early as I normally am, so I'm a little bit late getting over to my peg. So I'll get my gear together now. We'll get over to the peg. If the rain keeps off, I will get some footage, but it's straight in my face. There'll be no protection for my cameras or anything. They are waterproof, but when you start connecting microphones to them, they're not waterproof. So that's where it all goes a bit tits up, should I say. So I'll do my best. We'll see how we get on. Sausage drawn peg 18. If you remember, I think did I win a match from there, or did I come second from over there? I was 18 or 19 I was on. He's got loads of room over there. Somebody's not turned up, so he's got 3 pegs free to his right and a peg to his left free, so he's loads of room. Don't want him winning, do we? Right, let me get to my peg round rabbiting on. See you on the bank. Alright folks, here I am on peg 23. I nearly forgot what peg number it was then. So the end peg on this row here, like I said earlier, it's quite a consistent peg. 20 minutes late. I just can't get ready. I must be the slowest person in the world to get ready. It takes me about an hour. I'm all ready. Right, tactics. Top 2 and 2 just in front of me. I'm on the slope. I've got my line, which is like a pipe, it's like a telegraph post just in front of me. Top 2 and 2. I've got 2 rigs set up for that. I've got one set up where I can use dead reds and soft pellet and corn, and another rig set up where I can just use hard pellets. I'm thinking of feeding 4 mils and fishing 6. Now there's 1 or 2 fish knocking about, just swirling on top, all over. I've also got a waggler rod set up. I mean, the wind's calmed down a little bit now, but it wasn't ideal earlier, but I've still set it up anyway. But apparently when I talked to Ray, he said it's a pole peg, this, just in front and down to my left. So I've two different rigs set up for in front of me, 2 different baits, and down to my left there, I've gone about 2 yards away from the margin, probably got about 4 foot-ish of depth. I've got about 6.5 foot in front of me, which I'll be pulling into the slope every time there. I've put a few pellets down in front of me. I've put nothing to my left just yet. But what I have done, I've just chucked a feeder. While I'm getting my camera ready, I've just chucked a little hybrid feeder, the Duro Banjo feeder, with a Ringer's chocolate yellow, just the little, I think they're the 5 mils, well the minis anyway, they look like 5 or 6 mils. And whilst I was setting my camera up, the rod's gone round. It was only in about 4 minutes. I've just had a 6-pound mirror carp. Probably chucked it at about 25 metres, 20 to 25 metres. I've not clipped up. This time of year, you want to be chucking it about a little bit, I think. It's been really, really cold. Like I say, it's a freak day today, 11 degrees. I've not seen anybody catch anything. I do suspect it's going to be a difficult day today, but that's not a bad start. I've not seen anybody catch a fish yet, like I say, all around me. I've got Soz on peg 18 over to my left there. He's not very happy at all that I've just caught one. But he's never happy anyway, is he? So I've got Bob to my right. I've got Tony and the Maggot Man down to my right. Mr. Incredible's over there in the corner. I think he's got the end peg. Got reeds all down to his side. He's got plenty of room down there. But how it's going to fish today, I don't know. It would have been nice to have wind behind there. I always seem to get the wind in my bloody face. It's it was right in my face earlier. It's coming across slightly now, as you can see. It's getting up a little bit now. Do apologise if you can hear the wind, because I've noticed a bit of damage on the microphone. Don't know how that's happened. But that's the plan, and it's just starting to rain. That's just great, isn't it? That is just great. I can't get a brolly up. Just had a liner there. But it's not supposed to rain. It's supposed to be cloudy all day. It's not supposed to rain, but it looks like rain to me. Better than the snow that we had at the weekend. So that's been in 4 minutes. I'll probably give it sort of 6 or 7 minutes. I'll have a little cast about, just for the first half hour, and then I'm going to go shop. I'll probably feed a few more pellets down there in about 5 or 10 minutes time, and then we'll have a look. I'm planning on fishing corn and dead reds to my left. I've got a bit of ground bait made up. Not a lot. It's not a lot of bait. So my bait's really maggots, soft pellets. Oh, another little tap there, look like a little liner. And micros. I've got 8mm pellets if I decide I want to go on the waggler. Suspended bait at about 5 or 6 foot. Can work pretty much the same here as it does at Ayfield Lake, so it can be quite good, that. But it's not ideal with this wind as it is in my face. Like I say, it'd be perfect from that side. As you can see, it's flat calm over there. I expect some fish to come from there. My old mate Jeff's drawn peg 1. Told him there's no excuses there. He came up with one straight away. It's winter. But it's ideal for him. I'm sure these fish won't want to be at pegs with wind in your face. I'm sure they'll want to be with wind behind it. So it's got to be a little bit warmer over there. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. and again fish topping. So that's where we are, half an hour or so in. In fact, let's have a look. In fact, we're 40 minutes in. This is only my second cast, so we'll just we'll see how things go. Right then, folks, it's evident that it is fishing hard. There's quite a few people moaning they've not had any bites. Like I say, this changing weather, it can have put them off, and I wasn't sure how it would perform. Nothing more on the method. I had a little go on the waggler when the wind dropped, but it's got back up again like you wouldn't believe. I set off on this short line on hard pellets. Never had a touch, and I've just put 3 maggots on, dead reds, and fed a few dead reds. But what I'm finding, it's difficult to keep it accurate because it's wanting to come towards me all the time. I've got quite a heavy float on a 4x16s, and it's difficult to see indications as well because your pole's blowing everywhere. But I saw that bite, that went straight under, and I looked into a carp, and I swapped from the hard pellets to like my soft pellet maggot rig, and it feels like a decent carp as well. I've not got heavy gear on. 15 bottom, and I've got a 16 K's hook on, which is quite a strong hook. I think it should handle these, hopefully, he says. But with the way things are, there's no rush to get this in. Let's just hope it stays on. Take it nice and steady. And just be patient. And this wind, I mean, even though it's 11 degrees, because it's blowing in my face again, I just can't get away from wind blowing in my face, can I? I am getting cold. I might have to put my coat on, I think, now. Now then, will it come up? It's a slow and deliberate movement with this carp. Bob's had a small carp to my right. I've not seen soz. I've not seen any of them across from me. He's had some small fishes, Bob, as well. Mr. Incredible, Bonzo, soz, they've not had a bite, they say. Don't know how they're doing over the other side. Let's hope we can get this one in. Like I say, this in winter months, no point rushing anything. Let's just try and get everything in we can. It's definitely coats coming out, I think, because I'm getting a bit cold now, and I'm layered up as well. Couldn't believe it when I went outside at 6 o'clock. It was 10 degrees. I was working in -2 yesterday. Is he coming? Is he coming up? I think is it a ghostie? It is a ghost here. Come on, fishy. There we go. Got it. There we go, so that'll do. Well, folks, it took a while. It took another good 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I had a slight indication before a proper bite. Oh, it's wanting to go a bit now. Bonzo's had his first fish. It sounds like he's got it on bomb. Bonzo says, what you get that on, Bonzo? Bonzo says, well, just forget now. That's Soz's saying. He weren't happy. Oh dear. I think there's one or two fish being caught to my right. I think Dave Eccles is getting one or two. I've no idea how they're doing over the other side, but I bet they're lovely and warm, because I'll definitely put my coat on after this fish. I'm getting cold. Soz has still not had anything. Mr. Incredible's not had anything. Bonzo's had one. Hopefully. This is my third. It feels quite heavy, this. Again, no point rushing it. There's not enough fish knocking about to be trying to... It's no fish race today. It's hook one and try and get it in. Ooh, and I am cold now. I've got loads of stuff on. Might be 11 degrees, but it don't feel it here for me. Come on, fishy. They are decent fish in here, these carp. There's lots of silvers in here, and I know you can probably catch 30 pound of silvers. I've made my mind up to go for carp. Because last week, apparently about 160 pound caught out of this lake, which won't match, which is incredible. It's a right credit to Sykehouse Fisheries, I'll tell you. It's Harry Bignell's first love of fishing here, isn't it? He likes his Sykehouse, does Harry. Oh, it's going again. Runny noses. Well, doing a decent scrap up. You'd think at this time of year, after we've had that frost, they're just gliding, but they're not. Yes, very nice. Putting a mighty battle up. Gosh, what's wrong with them? Oh, they're supposed to slide down. Oh, my pole pot's moved. Why is that moved? You just see it jangling about. Oh. Is it a young fit one, or is it a big angry one? We don't know yet, folks. We haven't seen it. Let's see if it'll come up now. Round its fin. Like we came up heavy then. Oh, yeah. Where's it hooked? Right, he's taking it down. Taking it down a little bit. There we go. A nice winter lump. Oh, I've just got my hook caught there. How the heck has that got caught there? This wind blowing everything back into me. There we go. A nice winter lump. Very welcome indeed. Right, folks, a good half hour or so more on that short line. I've had nothing, no indications. I've been firing one or two pellets out, and I went on the 8mm pellet, had nothing, and I just thought I'll try a little white wafter. It's been in for like a minute and a half, and I've ended up with a nice skimmer, or bream. Definitely got to call it a bream, I think. There we go. complain at that, can we? There we go. That's a nice bream, isn't it, by any standard? Tail's missing a bit, but that'll do. Little white wafter, 1 minute in, round it goes. Lovely jubbly. I've just asked Soz if he's had out yet. No reply. Oh dear. I'll try another little white wafter again. Just over where I've been putting a few pellets. You just never know. There's not a lot happening. Apparently, like I said earlier, Dave Eccles. Oh, I didn't need another. Still one on there. Apparently, Dave Eccles is catching 1 or 2. I'm guessing he's probably catching on feeder. There we go. I'm not putting a lot of bait in at all, so I've actually put quite a few red maggots just in front of me. Not quite a few for this time of year. Probably about 30 dead reds down and a little bit of ground bait. I've been finding like sort of 3 or 4 8mm pellets out there. Yes, I have had some success in winter on 8mm pellets, even in winter hard pellet on this particular lake, in fact on all the lakes here. I just thought I'd try something a little bit different. You're not allowed bread here. I just thought I'd put a white wafter on, just see if we can attract 1 or 2 fish. But I'm hoping that sort of corn and dead reds on these 2 lines, maggots definitely seems to be the way. Bob's just lost one. I'm guessing he's been on maggot because he'll have seen what I'm doing. And I think the maggot man as well, he's just lost one as well. Nobody likes to see that though. So it really is a game of patience today. It's not fishing easy. Got my coat on now. It's still, when it's blowing like this, it doesn't half get through to you, especially on your hands. You know, the body's fine, it's just the hands. But there we go, folks, back out on there, just resting this line down here, and we'll have a look on either of these 2 lines pretty soon. This was the next 15 or 20 minutes. Right, folks, it's been ages since I've had a bite, trying all my different lines, and I thought it were a roach bite to start. I had a right slight indication, then it went, and it's a carp. I thought it was going to be a roach. I'm pretty sure the first indication was, but this is definitely not a roach. And a little update for you. Dave Eccles, when they said he were catching, he's had 1 carp and a skimmer apparently. Tony's just been around and told me. The guy's on the other side, he says he's only seen a couple of carp caught. Bob's getting 1 or 2 silvers. So it seems like I'm doing okay. But it is fishing hard today. I don't think Soz has had a fish yet. Sorry folks, this cold weather's flattening batteries like crazy today. I did get it in. It's about £5-ish. I was just saying, it sounds like I'm doing okay. It's not being easy today. Presentation, trying to keep this float, stop it from coming towards me. It's been difficult. I'm having to go to my marker, get it on the spot, and then ship my pole back out a little bit just to hold it back. It's a 4x16's float. There's plenty of weight down there, but it is really strong, this wind. So, I think I've got about 26 pounds now. It's not a lot of weight, but I'm quite happy with that at the minute, because it is fishing difficult, and I thought it would. Well folks, that's the quickest bite I've had all day. That was in for about 30 seconds. Very sharp, positive bite. It's another carp. Trolley. I didn't think wind would get to it there. Started going walkabouts. feels like a decent enough fish. Just let it go wherever it wants. Let's just see if we can keep it on. No rush. Every fish really does count. Like I said, Bob's doing alright with his silvers now. As long as I can keep putting 1 or 2 of these in, it should give me a decent chance. That must have literally just settled at the float, and it just went whack, whack, straight under. Wanted to go a bit then. You think you've got them coming in and then they're away again. I'm not trying to bull it in, I just want it to glide in. Try and make it feel like it's not really hooked, try and kid it. This knows it's hooked. It's trying. I'm pretty sure this this peg, I'm sure on a good day this feels like a good peg to me. Looking at what everybody else is doing, there's people walking about. I mean, getting 1 or 2. And there's a carp keeps swimming about all over there. I've had a look, but nothing. So they are moving about a little bit still. This time, show your face. Well, he doesn't want to come up, folks, does he? He's away again. Yeah, best scrap of the day, this. Oh, he's a decent size. Nice fish. There we go. Just caught the camera. Shake him in the net. Yes. He's got to be 7 or 8 pounds. I'm going to go for 8. Let's put a right battle. A lovely common carp in mint condition, that. Folks, we've had to wait 10 minutes for this one again, or a bit more maybe, and it's gone again. Nice carp. Just on the short line, just in front of me, 3 dead reds again. There we go. Another 5 pounder. That's wrapped around its fin or foul hooked, but it's certainly put a scrap up. I just heard them saying I'm pleasure fishing. I don't like it when somebody's catching the air, it's foul hook, folks. I thought it took some getting in, that one. They've all taken some getting in. There we go. Right. Let's give that another go, folks. Now to go into the margins yet. No point while I'm catching like this. Oh, 1, 2, 3. I've got about 46 to 50 pounds, I think. 46, 47 pounds, something like that. So not bad at all. Can't see that getting beat, to be honest with you. It could be a win for Nosh today, that. Right. How long we got? We've got 25 minutes, so we'll probably see you at the weigh-in. Right folks, we all weighed in, all done dusted. It is a few days later because by the time we got weighed in and paid everybody out and everything, and the light had gone, it came over really cloudy. And what I will say is, I've had that wind in my face all day, like North Atlantic. Again, as soon as we finished, I come around with scales, it went flat calm. You just can't write it, can you? But as you know, the peg that I drew, peg 23, I know it can be a good peg. I've never fished it before. I've never actually been in that area before. I wouldn't say when we fished it, it's won all our matches. Peg 1 and peg 30 are difficult to beat, and so is the end peg round the corner in the sort of the cut, should I call it. And there was a lot of fish there, but apparently Steve was telling me Mr. Incredible drew the end peg there, and he said he just couldn't cast to where he could see the fish. He says there were, because wind were blowing into that corner, and he said some floating casters come along, and he said they were all gobbing. He said there were loads of fish there, but he couldn't cast. There was like an overhanging branch. He just couldn't get to them. So he said if I could have got to them, he said, I'm pretty sure I'd have won it. I don't know how far away they were, but I'd have certainly tried underarming it, but I haven't seen the peg, so I can't really comment. But he did say there were a lot of fish down there. Right, my plan, I had a quick word with Ray. He said it's a consistent peg, that, and I said, what, even with the wind blowing into it? Because even though it was 11 degrees, it's been bloody cold. We've had -2s and stuff. I mean, it's been taking me 10 or 15 minutes to defrost my van on a morning, so it has been proper winter mode. And he said, yeah, he says you'll still catch there. So I was quite optimistic. Basically set up top 2 and 2. It's quite a steep slope, so I fished on the slope, or I've tried to fish on the slope, because that wind was that strong it was difficult to stop the rig coming towards me. I had 2 rigs set up for that. I set one up, I would have liked to have caught on 4 to 6 mil pellets, so I had a pellet rig set up, and then I had another rig set up for an option for either maggots or a worm, or bits of worm, soft pellets, corn, those options. And eventually I tried pellet. I went out on the method feeder, actually. I got one on the method feeder while I was setting the camera up, as you saw, and I had a search about, and then pretty much nothing after that. Got the odd liner. I did notice a spot about 20 metres. Some of you regulars there might be able to tell me. About 20 metres, aiming towards, what would I say, it's like a telegraph post, about 20 metres ish. There seemed to be a shallow bit somewhere there, because I noticed that the tip sort of settled really quick, and if I went either left or right or a bit further, it'd be then, it is quite deep out there. But I'm sure there's an area out there that it just seemed a little bit shallower, and I was getting liners around that area, but I never actually had a fish, and when I came short it went deep again. So I'm wondering if there's like a, I don't know, I didn't plumb it up to sort of test it. I didn't use a bomb. I don't like chucking a bomb about in winter all over the place to plumb it up. I don't want to spook the fish, but I suspect somewhere out there there's a slightly shallower bit. So if some of you guys that fish it regular, let me know if I'm right. I might be wrong. I might have just dropped on one small hump, I don't know, but I was surprised. I thought, wow, that settled fairly quick, and I think I actually got a bream from that kind of area. But yeah, let's go back to the tactics which has worked for me most of the day. Top 2 and 2 in front of me, a margin to my left, right on the corner, just where the bushes go around into the cut. I was fishing about 1.5 yards out there. It was about 4 foot deep, nice depth, and that was pretty much the plan. Ended up being where I've caught mainly on 3 dead reds, feeding a little nugget of ground bait now and again, and probably a dozen to 15 maggots. And it took a while. I didn't have a bite straight away, alternating a little bit. I had nothing on the pellet, but eventually 1 or 2's turned up on the maggot, and I've had a few fish. I think I've ended up with about 8 carp out of there, something like that. And I had one out of my margin as well, a smaller carp. But the struggle of the day was on the margins. The tow went left to right. It was very difficult to keep it still there because the wind was strong, and actually in front of me it was difficult to stop the float coming towards me. So I've had to sort of go a little bit further out where my mark was and just hold it, try and keep it in place. I've changed all the shot in, as you do, to try and help it hold a little bit better. And I've got quite a heavy enough float. 4x16s, it was in about 6 foot of water, I would say. Round about that, maybe a tickle more. I've not measured it, but it's roughly that. And that has been the tactic for the day. Just be patient. I've not panicked about anything when I've got a fish on. I'm not trying to rush it in. It's not a fish race at this time of year, and I've ended up doing okay. Pretty much dead simple day for me. Horrible with that wind. It was really strong. I know it doesn't look it on footage sometimes, but it was difficult. Bob was struggling with the same thing, trying to stop the float coming towards us. But it's fish tough. I thought it would fish tough. It's not ideal conditions what we've had weather-wise over the last few days, and then suddenly sort of -2s and then goes to like 10, 11. It didn't feel like 10, 11 with that wind. It felt a damn sight colder than that. I was well wrapped up. Right, let's go to the results. You'll see how difficult it's fished, because there's some decent anglers there. Obviously not as competent as the regulars that fish it week in, week out, that know that place inside out. So here we go, sections. We've got John Danby winning the first section with £21, so well done, John Danby. Second section, Simon Hudson with £13.94, so well done, Simon Hudson. And to my right, Bob Huntington with the third section with £13.98. So what a set of mighty fishermen you are. Well done, guys. In third place, we've got Nigel Middleton. What peg number was he on? Nigel. Let's have a look. I should have put the peg numbers at the side of this, because I've not got my glasses on and I can't read it dead easy. Nigel, where are you? I can't find you, Nigel. Nigel. For some reason I can't see his name on here. Oh well, we'll have to... Oh, Nigel, there we go. Peg 10. He's coming with £30.36. And then we've got Bonzo. So what a mighty fisherman you are, Nigel. Well done, son. And in second place, we've got Bonzo on peg 20 with £31.48. Nigel's caught on double corn. Bonzo's caught on a bunch of maggots on bomb with £31.48. He had a side bet with Soz for £1. Apparently Soz has done a runner. What a shock. Apparently there were witnesses. I tried getting £1 on with him, but he wouldn't have that. So Soz, cough your £1 up. And in first place with 57.68 from peg 23, it's yours truly. So I am this week's old boy's mightiest fisherman. So well done me. So yeah, it's been a tough day. I did think it would be a tough day. The week before there was £160 caught, but like I say, the changing weather can't half knock those fish off. We're fishing at Lodge Farm next week. Depends how many we get. I think it'll probably be Long Island, because we've still been getting plenty turning out. We've been getting like 20 to 24 turning out every week, which is unbelievable for this time of year. So let's keep it up, lads. Always makes it for a good match. So there you go, dead simple day. Hope you've enjoyed the insights to a pretty tough day at Sykehouse. Always looks after us, does Ray. Cracking fishery. Loads of silvers, by the way. If you need to go for a bit of silver fishing, those lakes are full of quality silvers. Bob had one about £1, £1.50. It looked a clonker to me. Clonker, that's a new word. People keep commenting on clonker, but Sergio, clonker, it's a big fish. So there we go. So get it tried out for some silvers. Cracking fishery for silvers. I would expect you can catch 30 to 50 pound of silvers there, so it's always worth a try. I think Matt Godfrey's brought a video out. I think 5 times Scotthorn's going down there to do a silvers, not a match, but a silvers video on how to catch silvers there, so look out for those 2 videos. So thank you very much, Raymond at Sykehouse Fisheries. Always looks after us, top notch. I hope you've enjoyed today's video, folks. Don't forget, it's absolutely free to subscribe. If you click the notification bell, you will get all our videos as we upload them. And a thumbs up. Come on, monkey. Don't worry, we've got Woody on Sunday, haven't we? Yeah. We won't let him punch you this week. I'll give him some knuckle myself, some. I don't know, punching me monkey, bless him. Right, until next week. Well, no, actually, I'll be videoing the feeder master pairs at Hallcroft Fishery on Sunday, and then we are at Lodge Farm on Tuesday with the old boys. So once again, thanks for watching, folks, and we shall see you on the bank on Sunday. Ta-ta for now.